Welcome back, everybody. So, guys, here in this lecture, we'll be talking about how we can just go on to the CSS. I'm going to apply some different things to the CSS for now. So, there are two things. There are multiple things actually. We have the H1, the P again, and then the UL. So, I'm going to apply this style. I'm going to apply the background. I'm going to talk about the background for now, and I'm going to apply these styles to the H1, which has the first class 2, but I'm just going to apply on the H1 only. If I just apply anything to the first class, it will be automatically applied to the UL2. So I'm not going to apply anything to the H1, which should be applied to the UL2. So I'm only talking about the H1 for now. So there is H1. I'm going inside the H1. Okay, the background color. What is the background color? You can see that the background color can be applied because can be applied by using the background color property, and because we just want to color the element, so we can apply that, no problem. We talked about it already, by the way. So we know about the background color. We also can apply the background color by simply putting the background, because after that we just put it the light green, so it knows the meaning of light green. Light green means it's some kind of color, so ultimately we're talking about the property of the background, which is background color. So it's a short way to put the CSS, the shorthand CSS way. So we also can apply the images. We have the image somewhere. There is the image we have, but it's the JPG. Okay, I just clicked on the image, no problem. But if I just apply the image to this style, the CSS, I need to know a few things, that the image I just applied on the element has to have a unique size. The image we apply through the image tag, img tag, and image we apply through the CSS, they have some different ways to use, and they have different uses. They have different ways to get the view online. So I'm going to show you how it works. I'm just deleting the light green, the text, because I think already we already have the background color right there, so I can delete that, no problem. In general, we call it background image, and then after calling the background image, we need to call the URL, means the uniform resource locator. This is the way we can call any image inside the background image. So inside that, first of all, we need to match the path. We are inside the style.css. First of all, we need to go back to the CSS folder. So here we are going back, and then once we reach to the CSS, we need to get access to the img slash the img.jpg. Okay, will it be visible, or how it will be looking? Go to the browser, refresh that. You can see that the image is somewhere else, but we just cannot see the image completely, because okay, we have the image, but it's not a solid form, it's a background. There, when we applied the image using the img tag, it was a solid form and the image was completely visible, but here the h1 is visible, and as a background we just applied the image. So the image is in full size, but still we can manage the background too by using different ways. I'm just putting here something like background size. Okay, so background size and the height and width and whatever, I'm just applying here 100% and 100%. Save it, go to the browser back and refresh that. Now there is the image, but you can see that it's looking very, very, very bad, because the element is too much stretchy. So I'm just going there and I'm just applying another thing we didn't talk about yet in detail, but we'll be talking, no problem. For now I'm just applying it, px, refresh it. Okay, now, and the height I'm applying as the 400 px again. Save it, go to the browser back and refresh that. So there is the image. Now you can see that this one is the image we just used for applying the img tag, and here we're applying the same image using the same image, so we can get that. You can see that. So what more I'm just gonna do is talking about some more background properties. We can do one more thing about the background. If we have some kind of a small image, for example, I just put here 50% and the 50%, so save it. Now I'm gonna go to the browser back here, refreshing the page, and you can see that. Now because the image now is small, means I'm just telling here that image should be 50% of the project, from the height and from the width, both side. So you can see that it's just because of that the height and the width of the image is now small. 50% of a project, so we are getting 4 images because the background is covered here. Another thing we can apply right after that, I'm just putting background repeat and going there, and inside the background repeat, do you want to get the repeated image or no repeat? You can apply the no repeat property, so go to the browser back and refresh that page. Now you will be having only one image, however we have a big div. Okay, but if you just want to repeat it only in a one way, like repeat y or repeat x, so you can do that, repeat x only. Go to the browser back and refresh that page, so now it's only repeating in a x mode, or you want in a repeat y, so save it and go to the browser back and refresh that. Okay, it's now repeating in a y way. If you just want to repeat in general ways, mean both ways, so go to the browser and just put repeat and just refresh that. Now it'll be repeating, but it's a by default value, so no problem if you just don't put that. But this is the way the repeat works. Also, when we have only one image and we just don't want it to be repeated, and I'm just putting repeat, no repeat, sorry, no repeat, save it. Now go to the browser back and refresh the page. So okay, we have a big div and we have multiple corners. Still the background is not covering the whole area, so which side of the div you just want to cover with this image, the background image? I just need to put the background position tag property, and I just want it on the right bottom, the right side of the bottom, and save it and refresh that. Now you can see that it's on the right side of the bottom. This is how you can just manipulate the positions with the background position, and there you can just mention the position, right or left or top or bottom. You can also put the left bottom, so it will be on the left bottom or left top or whatever you want. In its way it works. So I think you just know about a lot of things about the background. Let's just talk about some more things about the border. I'm not going to talk about each and everything of the CSS because I know CSS is not the target. People want to learn about the serverless technologies when we talk about it, or the servers. If we will be talking about the server, but we are not talking about the server. So I'm just going to cover these HTML and CSS in some fast mode. So I'm just going to talk about, I'm just going to go directly straight forward to the things we just can do. So instead of just giving you a lot of examples of how you can do, so I'm not going to go in deep details of things right now. Okay, so the border, if you just want to apply the border, there are 3 elements. I'm just putting the 2 pixels. This is the border width, the width of the border, and the style of the border. I just want solid border and the border color. You can just mention them differently by just calling them 2px, the border width 2px, border style solid, border color blue, or whatever you want. I'm just putting something like blue, or not blue, light green. Okay, save it and go to the browser back and refresh the page. I get it. You can see that there is the border now. Okay, cool. Now we have the border too around the elements. Also, I just want to show you that how you can just call them separately. Instead of being shorthand, you can just use this way, border border color, and you'll be putting the light green, and in the same way border width and border style. We have some multiple styles in a border. You need to note down things because maybe you won't get them later if you just don't practice, so you have to be practicing it. You can put the dotted boxed is ultimately the solid one, so I just put it the wrong thing. So the dashed border, go to the browser and refresh that. Now I got the dashed border. And in the same way, if you just want dotted border, so dotted, save it. Now go back to the browser and refresh that. You will be getting the dotted border. You can see that it's dotted. Okay, cool. Now we have we just knew about the border property, so now we can just move into the, but for that thing I'm just gonna guide you in the next class, so stay tuned and goodbye.